Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome cross watchers for Capricorn, and if you're new to the channel, glad you could join us. I'm going to be pulling from Ancient Stones Oracle, so let's see what message comes through. For those of you watching, yes, let's get you a message. As we close out the month of May, we're past the new moon in Gemini. We're in Gemini season. I will be doing the, probably by the end of the first week in June, so be looking for it, the June Love Tarot Monthly Energy Update. So keep a lookout for that. The gateway. Open doors, opportunities, right timing. Love this for you. Let me come zoom in here for you. The gateway. Lovely. Yes. You do not need to be the Capricorn Sun. Whoever you are watching, claim the energy of the Oracle. Powerful. I love the message. This is the split Soulmate spread. Say that 3 times fast. So I'll be looking at you and your beloved separately. In the extended, I pull you together. So for this part, do keep in mind it's general, not private. So you got to take what speaks to you. Leave the rest. Also, energies can come through reversed. So while this is good for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and I say you over mainly on this side of the spread, it can come through reversed. I can actually be talking to the cross watcher. All right, so let's jump in here and see what we've got for the overall energy. Ooh, 7 of Swords. Could be a couple of things. Could be that we're talking about something that isn't passing the smell test, or just some avoidance. Let's look at the energy of your person. King of Wands. What's their challenge? 4 of Swords. And their opportunity. 3 of Swords. So, obviously, they're having a challenge with some healing. And the opportunity is for the healing, right? So imagine that this is kind of coming through reversed. I don't pull reversals. Some tarot readers do, some don't. We'll look at the clarifiers to kind of tell us what the more about the opportunity, but this person is having a challenge around some healing. So for your overall energy, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And that is Capricorn, by the way, associated with the sign of Capricorn. Your challenge is we need to clean up on aisle 5, okay? And your opportunity with the Page of Pentacles is there might be something that, you know, we got to kind of go back to basics on, take one step at a time, or maybe there's, you know, something that needs to be learned here. So with the Page of Pentacles as the opportunity, it's almost like pull back to go back to maybe a fresh start on something. But I get the challenge. We need some clarity in the situation. We need to clear something up. And it could be that there's some mutual avoidance of something that's important. So let's jump in with that, shall we? 7 of Swords, there's the Sun. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. So from the bottom of the deck, what we can't see, but sort of that's playing out behind the scenes or in unconscious awareness, a lot of anxiety, worry, something that's kind of keeping us up at night, And, you know, the question might be, would I be happier alone on my own? You might both be asking that right now. You might both be asking that. And the Seven of Swords, it's almost like it's coming through as that's what we're avoiding. That's the truth that we're avoiding. That's the topic we're avoiding. Swords is thoughts, perceptions, ideas, communication, right? Like that's the elephant in the room. Maybe would be, you know, and that's the worry, the underlying agita, that thing that's nagging at us. Maybe I'd just be better off alone. Maybe I'd be happier. So let's look at our King of Wands to the Four Swords. Four Swords again. Page of Wands. King of Pentacles. Interesting that we have this King and Queen now. I'm almost seeing this person as somehow feeling ineffective. Like, you know, they want to be optimistic, but there's a challenge here. You know, they're the King of Wands in its upright kind of has things together, you know, doesn't really hesitate, very go-get-em attitude, in command, passionate, optimistic, you know, even in troubled times, even in something where there's been some heartache or pain, kind of has that can-do spirit. And I'm sort of seeing that here, but with the healing between it, it's almost coming through like this person isn't showing up for you. It's there, but it's kind of buried a bit because that need for some healing, there's more challenge around it than it meets the eye. Right? Usually this person ordinarily would take care of that. It wouldn't get to them. I think it's getting to them. Whatever it is, whatever it's about, and it's making it difficult or challenging for this person to kind of show up for you, to be the king to your queen of pentacles, you know, in 3D. So let's see that challenge, that Four of Swords to the Three of Swords. Two of Cups. Eight of Wands, I'm sorry. Eight of Cups. Give me another card on the Three of Swords, please. King of Wands. So, the upshot here is, right, if we want this, the opportunity would be for the Three Swords to kind of fall out, right? So the Three of Swords reversed is for this King of Wands to you-know-what or get off the pot, right? We can't avoid it. They have to kind of see the two of you as a partnership. And the healing is going to require communication and sort of that effort and the energies between you. It isn't something that they can kind of, you know, turn their back on. So the opportunity to heal the wounds is for them to deal with it like they normally would. Instead of sort of shirking that energy, kind of I see the King of Wands reversed as the unavailable lover. That's my code phrase for the King of Wands reversed. It can often be a, well, they'll come to me, right? It's passive. So that's the issue, and the challenge and the opportunity is to kind of face it, deal with it, not avoid it, not walk away from it, and to acknowledge that the partnership needs to kind of deal with it together, communicate. On your side, we've got the Queen of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands, Four of Wands, Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're in your unconscious awareness, I do feel you have compassion for the situation. That's good. But I do feel like your energy is like you're also in it. This person has to come to you, right? Because you're here rock solid, Queen of Pentacles, and we've got the Knight of Wands, which, right? Get the motivation, get the inspiration, come to me, right? There's the Four of Wands, our life partnership here. Queen of Cups, your heart is open for it. The Knight of Swords is the challenge for you, is come clear it up. And when we have the Knight of Swords, knights making offers, it's also like there's a sense of urgency around it, that the clarity is really important. And, tick-tock, time runs out. Because it can also turn into some anger. This is Gemini, right? And Gemini, it gets in their head like this has to. I got to get it out. I got to hear it. I got to know it. I got to clear it up. I got to say it, or I have to hear it, or I have to process it, or whatever. And there's very little. Gemini is not known for the patience. Okay, it's very chatty, it's very instant, it's very in the moment, moving and shaking and communicating. You get it. And you can often look at this Knight of Swords, and if you look at it closely, if you look at the face of the knight, there's a furrowed brow, like there's intensity there. And we can move from intensity to get this truth out, to get the clarity, and we can move from that intensity into anger. Lickety split. So I am feeling that this challenge for you is, the avoidance is sort of a cover because it's a difficult topic. Whatever it's about, it's causing you both anxiety and sleepless nights, and you're each kind of in this energy of, well, it's for the other person. And I saw this in another spread, I can't remember which one, but there's this energy of, well, they, you go first. No, you go first. Yeah, because it's uncomfortable. Knight of Swords to the Page of Pentacles as the opportunity. Chariot. I know what this is going to be. Five of Cups, right? And the Wheel of Fortune. Well, behind the scenes, we're talking about divine time. The gateway. Open doors, opportunities, right time. Or right timing. And I kind of feel like that's partly what we've got here. That this Knight of Swords that is your challenge is moving toward this gateway. And then the Chariot is about victory and triumph and progress and moving forward, right? We want to win here. We want a positive outcome. And here we've got this looking back a bit, right? We've got you now looking back at the past. Okay, they've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. We've made mistakes. It's kind of a collective, ugh, all right, I get it. But you're not going that way. If you want to move forward, the time may be now. It's the right time. Take the first step. That's the opportunity. Take the first step. Whatever that is. Because it feels to me as I look at this that someone is going to have to take that first step, because otherwise you're each going to be inching backwards away from each other and away from each other and away from each other and away from each other, and before you know it, it's too late. So this person has to stop avoiding the communication. You may need to take that first step to open the door to the communication so that this person can walk through. Whatever that looks like for you. Okay? So that's what I see here. And what I'm going to do for the extended is just push this up a little further and continue with the same cards, same deck, same spread, but I'm now pulling the two of you together. So for the relationship, I will see strength, challenge, opportunity. What does this person want to say to you? Right? That's going to be an important card. What's their message to you? What are they picking up from you at 5D? What energies are they getting from you? What does Spirit want to say to you? What's that advice looking like? Hidden energy for this person, something you don't know that they may not even want you to know, but that could prove to be very helpful for you to understand. And then for the outcome position, it's sort of like if nothing were to change right now, how might things unfold? Okay, so that's what we'll look at. The links are below. The options for 1 and 3 are monthly memberships, so they renew automatically. Be aware of that. Option number 2 is just this extended one and done. All right. If you've enjoyed the reading, my style, the way I communicate, and you haven't yet done so, please do subscribe below. That's how I get to grow the channel and stay here and work with you and communicate with you and help other people just like you navigate their relationships. You know, things are getting harder out there in the world. I don't know if you've noticed that. And so I hope that I'm providing some anchoring, right? Something that you can it's like a touchstone. You can just come here and know that this is just a tool. It's not everything, but it's just a tool. And all I'm doing is playing off your energies and seeing what story comes through and communicating it. And if it gives you some insights, even if it doesn't align with your situation 100%, if it aligns maybe 70%, you go, but I got something out of it, and that was helpful. Then I'm doing good here, and you're helping me do that, and I'm helping you, and the world becomes a little easier for all of us to navigate. So that's why I'm here. And if you subscribe and help me grow the channel, that's just your greatest gift to me. So I would thank you for that in advance. Here is the astrology that showed up. The sun rules the sign of Leo. 9 of Pentacles happens to be Virgo's energy. King of Wands is also Leo. The pages are all of the signs. So for Page of Wands, it's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. King of Pentacles is Taurus. King of Wands came out a second time, Leo. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. The Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. Interesting that Capricorn and Cancer are across from each other. So that's like a nice balance on the zodiac wheel is what I mean. I'm trying to tell you, you're balanced. Okay. Knight of Swords is Gemini. The Chariot is Cancerian energy, and the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and then our Page of Pentacles, all the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's what I have, plus your fabulous Oracle, the Gateway, open doors, opportunities, and right timing. Bingo. All right, I'm headed to the extended. The links are below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.